Okay, so what we're going to do today, we're going to talk really quick about an artist who I think you guys are going to like. We're going to have a little bit of a discussion about that artist, and then we're going to move on to what we're doing today. We only have until 8:20, and I want to use as much time as we can, okay? So I want to talk about Kara Walker. Kara Walker is an African-American artist who's, You can move up, yeah. She's an African-American artist who creates her artwork about African-American history. She deals a lot with stereotypes, racial injustices, and really tries to bring attention to the things that went on in history and still even continue to do so. Okay? So, in this image, what do you see? You see what? Cinderella, okay. She looks very kind of fancy. Yeah. Silhouettes.
Black versus white.
Black versus white. Okay. Do you see anything else? So the one on the right-hand side looks surprised because she's kind of covering her mouth. There is positive, negative space going on. Yeah.
And the one on the right looks like she's, what do you call it when you brand somebody or like you like?
That's a hoe. I know what you mean.
Oh.
I'm looking at that picture there. Oh my God.
So I'm not sure exactly what this object
Is
is.
it 2 to D?
Yeah, it looks like a trowel, like a shovel or something, a gardening trowel.
Oh, never mind.
Okay? But I can see where you are seeing a brand. Okay? What is the figure on the left holding?
A flower.
A flower. What else might it be?
Cotton.
Cotton. Okay.
Stay woke.
What else?
Food.
Food. So it looks like a spoonful of food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
flower.
I can see that.
Okay.
She got to work for food.
Yeah.
She got to work for food.
Okay. So the person, you're saying the person in the middle is having to work for
Yeah,
food?
and there's like a little dig into it there.
Okay.
A little food.
So let's talk about the figure in the middle.
She's suffering.
What is the figure in the middle doing?
Crying.
Crying?
Begging.
Begging? Yeah.
Trying to resist.
Trying to resist? Okay. So in the biography or the artist statement for this piece, the figure is actually cowering. Okay? So cowering is like when you're scared and you're like, no, no, please don't. No, the figure in the middle. The black figure is cowering. Okay? So in her artwork, she, again, like I said, she uses racial stereotypes to fuel a lot of her work. And she uses the color of the paper to symbolize who she's talking about. So in this case, the two figures in white would be the white slave masters, and the figure in the middle would be the slave. Okay? So with that information, what do you think is going on? Has your opinion changed?
Oh, yeah.
How did it change?
Because, like, alright, so the figure on the right was like she covering her nose and trying to get the thing to the dude in the middle. And it was like the girl on the left is like cocky and she holding her head up, trying to beat the dude. And then he's just living down scared, I guess.
Right. So she's kind of like, here's your reward, or something like that, but it's not very much. Yeah.
So did Kara Walker say what that thing was?
What about
It's one of those artist things. You have to leave some mysteries. You know?
It just doesn't make sense.
It looked like his clothes raggedy too.
So it looks like his clothes are ragged. Okay.
You can look it up online.
Hair damage.
Okay. Yeah. Like he looks like he's not as well off as the women standing
But
beside
she
him.
ain't got no shoes on, so she can't be talking.
Word.
So, how big do you think this is? Like just
It looked
big.
real big. Looked like
you think it's the size of the smart board?
Yeah.
Smart board. Okay. So, what else? What else, like, does anybody think it's a different size?
I can see it being small.
You can see it being small, like how small, like that small?
Yeah.
Okay. The figures themselves are actually 7 feet tall.
So it's on, she painted it,
It's cut paper.
so she cut it out, okay?
So what she does is she takes like black paper for the black figures and she uses white chalk and she makes the outline and she gets it exactly where she wants it and then she uses the X-Acto knife and cuts it out, okay? And then like pastes it up on the wall. So this one is on canvas, so it is on stretched canvas, you know, like a painting would be. But for the most part, her work is done in murals, okay? So in this image, we see 2 women who kind of are, they're definitely abusing this man, okay? Even if they are giving him food, it's not enough. Even if it is a flower, why would he need a flower?
So you
You
can
know?
eat it.
Patronize.
So you can eat it.
Right, exactly. So tell me what's going on in this image. What do you see?
Working.
Yeah,
I see slaves at work. What time?
slaves at work. Yeah, did you have something else?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
the girl right there on the right, the far right corner, yeah, her, look like she watching smoke a cigarette, and then I think that's a make.
That's a bomb.
Smoking that pipe.
Okay.
So I see 2 kids. This one. They both seem to be drinking something. I don't know whether they're white or black, but they're like
Okay.
sipping on that pipe.
Yeah.
I think you should bring it, please.
You think what?
I think you should.
Yeah, there's a ship. So what is the ship doing? Bringing the slaves? Yeah.
I see sleeping.
Sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy laying down with the hat on his face.
Here?
Yeah.
So
Why
is
is
he
there a hole in his body?
is he sleeping?
Somebody's dead.
Shot?
Now who died with a hat covered the head? I mean, that's it. You don't want the sun hitting his face, so you can have it.
What about the hole
Oh, back.
What is the, right there?
Yeah, actor.
Which one? Here?
No,
Yeah,
next to the barrel.
and the up
Here?
top,
Go
up and over right.
right
Here.
there, yeah, what is that?
That's a great question. I'm not sure. It's so
Oh,
tiny. You can come up and look at it. Yes, ma'am.
I want to express that, if I could put this figuratively, the guy on the left represents a man who's like a shadow, but his shadow is a monster, so it's like the guy with the hat, like he's bent over, you know, it looks like claws and like, you know, a shaped face. Yes, you're pointing at the right one.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know, it expresses like a deeper side of someone, and then the guy on the ground, it's like a hollow, like, and someone's like digging out more and more, you know.
Okay.
Oh,
So that's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah.
I see this woman over here on her knees. Her hands are cut off.
Oh,
Why are her hands cut off?
Cause you stole.
Okay. How horrible.
Or it could be symbolizing that, like, you know, back then we had no, what kind of power
No,
it
if
is.
you
Okay.
cause if you stole, you cut off, not your hand.
She probably stole some corn,
Okay.
tried to eat.
Nah,
Or she probably
I thought
tried
if
to
you-
eat the
I think it's
little
a-
kid right there.
I thought if you stole, your finger you cut off your hand.
I think there's multiple different
She
ways to
probably
do
took
it.
somebody. Hand out.
So these are all really, really fantastic responses, you know, that really is talking about the injustices that were going on. Maybe they're symbolizing who those people were or who they really were, okay? But really, it's a very complex scene when we really start digging into it, right?
How big is that?
Well, this is new too.
Yeah, she's a contemporary artist. Okay, I forgot to mention that. So she's been making her work. She was born in, I think, 1978. And so a lot of her work takes place in 1999 until
Oh,
now.
she
Do you have a
man, she's
picture
like
of
40.
her? Kara Walker, it's a girl, right?
Yeah, she's a
Do you have a
female.
picture of her?
I can pull one up for you really quick in just a minute. So again, we have another piece. This one's really long. The other one was pretty long too. It was framed. Okay. I'm not sure how long that one was. This one is like 20 feet long.
I see war.
Okay.
War.
You see war.
Yes.
Okay. What do you
The
see?
horses.
Maybe, I forget, I sound so ignorant when I say it, but I forget what it was called. Europeans came to Africa to get the slaves. That's what I think of.
Okay, so like when they were like the slave trade
Yeah,
part of
slave
it.
trade, yeah.
I see sword.
You see swords.
War.
Okay, what else do you see?
Whipping people.
Whipping.
Stabbing.
Stop.
Some pretty violent things,
Putting
right?
their flag down, marking their territory.
So they're marking their territory. What are you
That's
saying?
religious.
A body of a pile of bodies.
What's that?
So she sees a pile of bodies. Do you see the pile of bodies?
Yes.
Yes.
I can stand on
It's
Okay.
like beats.
So let me ask first. Let me switch the question. How does she use her artwork to educate her audience?
You know, some people
Put it under me.
learn better when they're looking at something.
Okay.
So she probably wanted to educate people by drawing, I guess.
Okay, so she's using illustration to show snapshots. Okay.
Mixing it up, mixing like her art up for other drawing in it that represent different things.
Okay. What else?
It'd be like to bring forth like the pain that people felt, I guess. So you can feel it because art, you can kind of feel the emotion about it. So, and it's like black and white. Black and white's a very
Right.
those type of thing. Yeah.
Right. So it becomes like this very stark, blatant expression of pain and injustice and things like that. So, does her use of silhouettes? So, are you able to tell who these people are?
Nope.
No. But can you kind of imagine who they are?
Yeah, but their clothing.
Hmm?
The shape of their clothes.
So, by the shape of their clothing, by the use of black and white,
Yes.
okay?
Their actions.
And
Their
body-
actions.
The body figure.
Okay. So in that sense, she is maintaining identity, right? Because you can still kind of identify who the subject is. Okay. How does the use of silhouettes eliminate identity? How do we not know who they are?
What's silhouette? What's that again?
So a silhouette
They
is,
don't have faces.
so they don't have faces really?
Oh. Like
So the silhouette is like this black outline,
Gotcha.
okay?
So where's your question?
So how does the use of the silhouette eliminate identity?
And they're all the same thing.
So they're all the same color, right? It's generalized. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So by eliminating the identity, are you?
You put your mom.
All right. So the use of silhouettes has generalized the population. Okay? So we can kind of tell who they are, but we don't know who they are as individuals. Okay? So again, like I said, she deals with these racial stereotypes to make a point. Okay?
Does she still,
Oh.
does she still paint,
Yeah, this piece is as recent as 2014.
So she
There's no more reason, like, recent.
I wasn't able to find any. There, I mean, I think there are some, but
Is it in the museum?
yeah, this was an installation in a museum in
That's a
London,
good
I
question.
think. So her work does, like if you look her up, her work is very graphic. I picked the most tame ones to show you guys today.